need to have the face lined out. And yes, let's just do like the eye line. If you do, let's have a look, see what eye size we need, and then we can work out what size to do actually to do the line in the middle first. We do 2 lines. Okay. And then if you put this ruler and you got it on one of the centimetre lines, so it's a centimetre line here, and if you go 1.5 back, which is, that's 1.5, that's 1.5, and then you can use the ruler to scribble. So now I'm going to come to that dot. So that dot is one eye, and that dot will be the other eye. So that is where the eye is. And then the ear should be in line with this, but it is further back. So if you say about 1.5 centimetres in from the width of the eye, that's more like, how much would that be? That's 1, 2, 3 centimetres for the eye. So it's about 3 centimetres. So say 4 centimetres at least. We need to now put in the lines for the, if I do a line, then you'll see what I'm doing. So the nose will come in with this line here. We'll make sure that the line's straight actually. I didn't do it straight there. But if we come down here, the dot that I've made is around here. So that's where the nose goes. And you can guess for the other side, so don't worry too much. The eyeball will be in the middle. So the nose is there, so it's down to here for the mouth to start. And it's here where the chin will go. So if you want to put the lines in, you can do after you've done the marking. You put a line in. It's a guideline. It hasn't got to be a strong line. It can be a very weak line, but as long as you've got a line, it's keeping the face symmetrical. Okay, here we go. Right. Now with the eye, you always have the bit where you have the across, and then you bring it over and come down. And you go under and come up. Doesn't really matter if it's not quite symmetrical, because you can change it afterwards. Don't be too worried on how the eye looks at this stage, because that's nothing to worry about. And then bring it up and down, and then bring it under and up. Then you put the eyelids in, the eyeball in, I mean. There's always a top layer for the eye. There's always, this is why I don't want you to worry about too much about this bottom eyelid. But there's always a second layer underneath, and this is where the eyelashes come out from. They don't come in from the inside line. Can't really see it, but there's the eyelashes. Okay, and then they come out from here and out. And the eyeballs here. So there. That is how you do the eye. And now we're going to copy that on this side. A very narrow line coming along. And then you do the eyelashes coming on. And the eyelashes coming out. With the eyelashes, they come right down. So that's the eyelashes. This is just a guideline, so if you're going to do colour, you're not going to worry. And you're going to shade it in anyway. But now when you do wrinkles, they come out and go out. And you follow the line of the person that's drawing. It's always a line. It's a line that you draw. So that's that. There we go. There's the wrinkles. That's how you do the wrinkles. It's following the eye line down. It's like following this eye, this top eyelid, bringing it down and going up. And coming up. Okay. Then I'm going to come to the nose. A forward C. And then a backward C. And then it has like a hook, like movement inside. It's about 1 millimetre or 2 millimetres from the end of the nose. And then you can rub out the middle bit here if you wanted to, you can. You can take it out of the eye bit here. You haven't really got to worry about it really. But if you want to rub it out, you can. Now the eyebrows come up to about there. And they also come at an angle across at the end about here. So as it comes up, along, and down. So it's up, along, and down. It's like an angle across. Okay. And now the mouth. The mouth comes between the eyebrows, so it's between here and the eyeball there. There's always a line here. And you can rub out that middle line bit here before you put that lip bit in. Bring it down. That's the top bit. There's always like that in the middle for the mouth, and then it comes to meet the other side. And then you have a little bit more gap here to take that bit of line out. And then you have this bit here. This doesn't look heavy. This is a bit too close here. I'm going to come a bit further down because I prefer that looks too shallow for the chin to be. So it is a guideline, but it's not always as it seems. Some people have long chins, some people have short chins. It's about coming up. I haven't left any room on this drawing for the ears. Well, that's how you draw face structure. I'll have to come and do the other bit now for the ears. There we do it on one side, but I haven't got the room on the other. But it starts anyway at an angle. Always in line with the nose. And then it comes back. It's about 1 centimetre. So it starts about here actually, the ears, but they go up as high as the eyebrows. It comes up. Very well. So I'll have to do the ears again, I think. That's the guideline anyway from the mouth, and you can take out these lines. I'm going to show you how to do the shading. Actually, I'm going to show you also how to do a double chin. The double chin changes from different person. People that are short on weight, they might have a bulge here. It just comes down here and it's sort of noticed underneath. But it continues, but there's like a lump here. But somebody like me, which is a bit overweight, this comes up higher. You have like a double chin that comes along more, makes the face a bit wider than the bottom end here. So the chin will still be in place. It will come up, cut the side of you, but the chin, the actual neck, is where the double chin is. It's much more prominent when somebody is a little bit more overweight. You haven't got to be overweight to have a double chin. It could just be a family tradition, which your family member has, that is in the spirit world. My generation, my family have got double necks. So this is where the double neck thing comes in. I'm going to make it a colour. So as you can see, it was a bit of the wrong colour, but never mind. I'll put it on now, so I'll put it all around it. Okay. And the most important one is the white. You'll see the skin colours coming together, mixing in. Never be scared of the wrong colour on, because you can bring it back. With pastels, it's not always the colour that you're looking at, the colour that it actually is. They look the right colour, but they're not quite the right colour. There we go. Okay. Now you always have a little bit on the browny colour, sort of, just a little bit. You don't need a lot of this. It's a multitude of different colours to get the right blending. Do like a circular motion with your fingers. Rounded circles. And then you're getting all the colouring going further out, not just from one place. And with the chin, there's always more on the chin in a certain place than there is. Circular motion again. It's about building it up gradually. And if you have got ears, put it over the ears as you're doing it. Colour the ears into. I haven't left room for ears, but I'm really not worried about doing the ears while I'm doing a double chin. So it's trying to bring in all the different faculties and different ideas of getting that blending of the colours, the shading, then doing colour, pastels. It's great fun, but it's also building up that colour. And remember, one side's always darker than the other, so you can put a bit more on one side than the other. And this side is the darker side. Start blending it in. Really blend it in. So that's the more darker shaded side. I'm going to get some more grey on that, so don't worry too much. It looks a bit orangey colour. It's about adding the grey and blending it in now. This is the last part. This is not so strong. This is not so dark. Still giving it that grey tinge. You can see the difference. With the forehead here, you can use this grey. So to get the forehead. Lines of wrinkle lines, worry lines, smile lines. Every movement we make with our face leaves a line. Get in nicely. Okay. Now we're going to put some shading in around the eye. I always use a sharp at the edge of my pencil. If you get too much on, don't worry about it too much because you can blend it outwards. That's a good thing about using pastels. You can blend it out and it takes all that shading out that you don't need. There's always a darker channel here as it comes down to the nose. And there's always like a, especially with a male, the men's always have these lines here. And there's always bags under the eyes. Sometimes the eyes are not all that strong. There's always bags under the eyes. It's only a small little line of them. As we come to the eyes again. Yeah, that bit there, that's always like that. And I'll give this person some nice blue eyes. The black charcoal pencil is good to do this here. There's also a darker top lid, comes down to the bottom and down there. There we go. Darker bit in the circle here. You want to leave a bit of a light for the, because there's also a bit of light from the sun. It's good to have a little bit of light here. We've got a bit of light left here. And you can sort of dull the rest of it. There we go. Darken the outside of the eye. And we're going to put some. I'm going to put some yellow there. Blonde lady or gentleman, whichever it is, going to have some blonde eyelashes. Eyebrows, I mean. So you've got the blonde eyebrows. We're going to do it this side now. It's always thicker on the other side. Okay. Use a clean finger. Let's rub it in. And then just use the pencil to put a bit of hair on it so you can see that they are eyebrows. And you can have another clean finger just to dull it in a bit. The lips are always darker on the top. And lighter on the bottom. You have the darker bit at the bottom of the eyebrow. You can bring it along. Now the nose. There's always a darker bit here, shaded underneath. And you can just do it like that. You don't need to use a lot. It just makes it nice and delicate. And then you come to here. You can do the same. There's also a little bit here which you can use a little bit of pencil and brush it out because there's always a gap here. And then bringing this around here. You just turn it down until it's a bit lighter than the other side. Because one side's always lighter than the other. This side's lighter anyway. And this side's always a bit darker. There's also a little bit more shading underneath the nose as well. Just makes it easier to recognise the nose there and the mouth. So that's the nose finished. And then a little bit underneath the mouth. Just bring it down. Now the chin is really tricky a bit because you will have a little bit of enlightenment here. So that would be like a normal chin. Would be coming out like this. You put it up gradually. But this lady's got a double chin. This will come up here. So the chin will come underneath and around and up. So that's the usual line. And then it will come along. Again. Along here. And up. But she's got a double chin, so this will like, it's like fluff. Well, it's got a bit of shading here. And it's quite showy here. It's more shaded near the underneath of the chin. And it's more shaded on one side. So this is the it comes out. So you can see where the double chin is. It's quite prominent. I just need to blend it down a little bit as well. So it's looking a bit brown, odd colour. You can take it down what you need it to, you see. It's like having a line to show it's there. It's like a wrinkle, it's a prominent, but it's never going to go away. If you lose weight, it'll get less, as I've tried. Sometimes it can be like a second layer. But it's about continuing that line down. And then it comes down. But it's very hard to just know you're getting the right blending, the right wrinkles, the right shading. But this is how we do the double chin. It can be quite prominent, quite dark underneath as well. And once you've got the basics there, if it's too dark, you can always tone it down. It's still showing where the double chin is. Okay. And then you can add a little bit of highlights here as well, which sometimes will show it up a bit more than you really want. Being somebody that actually has the double chin. It's not about being scared of what you've got, it's about enjoying your life and just enjoying what you've got. You're loved no matter what. Okay. There's always a lighter side to the neck. There's always a lighter side. That enhances the neck though still, so it's the way I have this double chin. But the light catches it at a certain angle. And you always have a bit of light underneath the mouth here. And the shading where you need the shading on the face. It can really make a lot of difference with a picture. Take away the big very fullness of it and make it look like a photo. Don't be scared to put the highlights in. Sometimes you have highlights here under the eye. Sometimes you have it down here too. Off the nose. And most definitely down the nose you have highlights. And definitely on the border of the nose you have highlights. It's about putting the highlights in where they are. There's always a definite highlight on the nose. Almost definitely here. So rather than leaving her without any hair, then we'll put some hair on her. So we're going to cover up her here though. And I'm going to make her hair come out. So hair will come out and go outwards. It's coming out, down, out and down, out and down. Use your finger to bring it out. If you've got a light browny colour, you can just bring a bit of orange in it as well. And also a little bit of grey. A little bit of grey. I'm sure another one soon. Use a bit of orange. Using the yellow first, and I'm going to bring it out. And then the yellow, orangey colour. Bring it out. And then a bit of this grey. Bring it up. Okay. Blend it in. That's what our hair looks like. I'm going to do it for this side now. Bring it out and down. Out and down. A bit of orange. And a bit of grey. Blend it in. Do a brunette here next time. I've done the blue eyes, so I had to do it different. I had to do it wrong because of the blue eyes. Right, and now we're going to do the fringe. It's just swiping movements downwards. Swiping downwards, swiping. Downwards. And then the grey. Bring it down like this, it makes a lovely hair. It really does. Getting that main colour there, and then you can go into it afterwards and finish it off with other colours. Just getting that tone, that right colour. Just trying to get the colour off your fingers before you touch it again, because you need to make sure that these eyes are leaving not too much white stuff here. There's always more of a darker connection underneath the ears, where the ears and the hair goes. Let's put some eyelashes on her. No. I'm going to put some wrinkles on this young lady. Because it was going to be a actually what it was going to be actually. It was wrinkles. Bring it down. That is lady with the double chin. You can make her look a little less dark on the neck. It does seem a bit dark, so we'll make it a bit more light on it now. She looks a bit too right here. I know it needs to be pink though. More pinky than what I've done it for. So it won't be so bad then if it's got a nice pink neck. You won't notice the double chin as much, but we can still put her in because she still has the double chin. I think it's just having that little bit of a reminder that it's there. Okay. Because it's still here. Right. It's a bit darker under her chin, but almost a bit more of it's faded underneath the chin. More of a natural colour. You can all keep fiddling with it. I'm never really happy with it. I'm never really happy with it. Alright, here we go.